Well, hello there. It's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com, and I'm here this morning, bright and early, with my coffee. Technically, cards and coffee here, I guess. Yeah, I just woke up, and I mean, literally just woke up maybe half an hour ago, and drinking my coffee, and we're gonna open some trading cards. It's Saturday, so that means I get to kind of do whatever I want. I don't have to do the normal normal thing if I don't want to, and so we're going to be opening probably more sports cards than you've seen in like a year from me. I don't think I've done like a sports card show in literally like a year. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, this Blowout Cards MegaMix is a big sports card blind box thing that Blowout Cards does every year. And I always pick one up. And so I have one here and I'm going to open it up today. But I figured first, to get things warmed up, why don't we do some Pokemon cards? And so these are official Pokemon TCG trading cards. So these are, official, totally legit cards. They just are printed in China. So they're from the Pokemon TCG Chinese edition, and this is the 151 box. And what we're looking for in this is, of course, any of the full art cards are always great. Although really there are some special edition artwork cards that are in here that are only in the China edition of the series, and that's kind of what we're really looking for. Although those are incredibly rare cards, it still is, it's what we're looking for. But otherwise, these are going to be exactly the same as the 151 cards. If you know the set in English, it's the same set. We just have the set now in Chinese. One more here. A Pidgeot. Oh, we got the non-foil version of that card. Cool. And a Chomp, Trubbish, and a Tentacool. Okay. Well, not the best pulls today, but we'll take what we can get because we don't have a choice. And then, and again, just because it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday today. I get to do what I want. We're also going to be opening a Pieces of the Past Inventors Edition. So these are all kind of similar products. They all are relic heavy products, but the relics are going to be cut pieces of documents. So cut pieces of newspaper, or if you get really lucky, like a handwritten letter or something like that. But basically, that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to figure out like what relic is the best relic from all the cards we're going to get here, because we're going to get in this box. Well, geez. Okay, we're going to just destroy that box. In this box are 4 packs. Each pack is going to have a relic card in it, but it's a matter of finding the best one. And this should be focused on mostly inventors. So inventors, people who invented things. It's Elizabeth McGee. Filming, and an ovalosity of Carl Benz. That's cute. And so that's just going to be a die cut card there. And then here is one of the relics. This is a good one because it's basically talking about the glider. Although this isn't handwriting, so it's not going to be, not the best relic, but still pretty good. Good example of one. They also make double relics, triple, and quad relics. So the quad relics are really the highest end thing you're going to find in that set. And this is a Super Break Sports product. So they're the company that makes this. Oh, we got a little bit of a misprint here. A little off. Very, very off center, I would say. Yeah, even on the back, quite a bit off center there. We got a pop art, Louis Pasteur, and then we got a numbered edition, 11 of 50 here, Wilbur Wright. So there's Wilbur Wright, 11 of 50. And then our last one here is from Pasteur again. And that actually looks like it might be a piece of a patent application or something like that. That's kind of a, that might be a much cooler relic there. Got some kind of official stamp on it. Just keep going, and then we'll open this MegaMix box. And then, yeah, I don't know, we'll probably open some of the cards that are in it, but it really depends on what's in there, because what it is it's kind of a blind box of blaster boxes. It's kind of a weird thing, but they do it every year, and they put it together, and it's a pretty good deal, I think. I've always made money on it, so that's kind of why I still have it. It's Marie Curie. And then an Ovelocity here of Charles Goodyear. That's kind of neat. Probably the inventor of one of the tire company, maybe? I'm gonna hope so. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know what else you did. And then, yeah, so this is a example of a pretty poor relic because it basically has just blank lines. But we do have three very famous women inventors here, so that's cool subjects, but not the best relic. Really, when you're looking at poor relics, you're looking for something kind of interesting like this, or something that has handwriting on it. That's going to be the more valuable pieces I've always found, and actually the ones that are more interesting too, not just from a value point of view. Hey, Pack, give me my cards. Okay, and we've got here a, oops, got it all kind of sticky there. Carl Benz again. Rudolph Diesel. And then our Ovelocity is Benjamin Franklin. And then we did get a 4 up here, and it looks like it is a piece with some very interesting, that might be like a piece of money? I'm unsure. That's cool. Those are some very neat relics, though. And then those are from Nikola Tesla, Nobel Deere, and Goodyear. That's a good combination right there. For anyone interested in manufacturing history, this would be quite a nice relic, actually. So good job. That's a good box, I would say. Getting like a triple like that and a quad in one of those boxes is pretty good set of pulls, I would say. All right. All right. Then let me drink some more coffee so we can keep things moving here, because coffee is sort of you know, it's a caffeinated stimulant, so it should theoretically get me moving faster. It never works, but we're gonna give it a try. All right, last up here. Oh my god, this thing is so heavy. I'll try to put it up on the table here. This is the box it comes in. And again, what this is it's Blowout Cards MegaMix. And so if you can't understand what I'm saying this word, Blowout Cards. That's the name of a online card store. So they're probably the second biggest online retailer of sports and non-sports trading cards. Dave and Adams is the top retailer, of course, but they don't do a product like this. I wish they did. If they did, I would get theirs too. But yeah, this is something that Blowout Cards does every year for the National. Right now, the National Trading Card Show is going on, and it's huge. It's a big show. The biggest one of the year, obviously. All the big YouTubers are there, except me. I don't go. I don't go to that. But yeah, there's people selling cards, buying cards, new releases, and then all kinds of these repack products are there. What happens is this, like, Blowout Cards will have hundreds of these boxes at their stand at the National. People will buy them right there, open them on camera, and then if they pull something really awesome or whatever, it's kind of like a whole group experience. So it can be a really fun thing to do. But then for people like me who can't or don't go to the National, they also sell these MegaMix boxes that we can just buy, fortunately. Now, what will be in here? Okay, great. It's just another box. I forgot it's like double boxed. You can kind of, maybe I can help you see the title. I don't know if that'll come through. Nope, you can't see that at all. It's a sticker that says Blowout MegaMix 2025. And so this is the actual box, I guess. That other box is just a fake box. What'll be in here is 10 blasters, just mixed blasters. They won't be very good ones, because if this is sort of a way for Blowout Cards to get rid of all their old stock, that's kind of what's really going on. But there will be some special inserts in some of the boxes. And there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, you can get up to $5,000 of store credit at Blowout Cards. Like, that, you could have that coupon could be in this box, right? I won't be that lucky, but it's possible. But also it could be, a case of something. So there's many different cases that could possibly be in here, or just extra blasters. Last year when I bought this, I got 2 extra blasters that were each worth like $100 because they were just very rare blasters. And so I ended up with actually like quite a lot. I made quite a good profit on that. But let's go through here now and check out what we got. So first up is a baseball set. This is Panini Prism Draft Picks 2022 baseball. Next up, a Topps baseball, another 2022. This is Topps now. Next up is Chronicles. So 2021, this is NBA Chronicles. I think I probably bought some blasters of that. I really, honestly, I enjoy the Chronicles product, so I'm always happy to get it. And they gave us a couple of them. This one's only $13 for Draft Picks 2022 Chronicles there. We got a Revolution. This is that might be kind of interesting. I'll have to take a look and see like if any of these are valuable or anything before I go to opening them. Although I'm guessing the one with the $13 sticker on it's not that valuable. Extreme value, new low price. This I actually have one of these on the shelf already, probably from last year. Oh, I have one of these too. So these are kind of definitely the cheapest boxes you can find because yeah, these are the boxes that I would buy. Oh, we got racing. That's kind of neat. And a NBA. What is this? Is old 23-24. No, it just looks old. This is a hoops box. Okay, and then we got a 2024 baseball. So that is what, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 total boxes so far. This is Sport Kings. Wow, that's a weird thing. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know exactly what that is. But maybe another kind of repack product. Interesting. And then we've got 2 other things in here. So we got a tin 2021 Hockey Series 1 Upper Deck. This is, what is this? Is this a hobby box? Oh, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look that up too. I just don't know what that is. And then we did get also something in a wrap package. This will be kind of a extra bonus. And what we got was a Panini Prism. Are these are WNBA cards? I'm very confused actually what this is. WNBPA. Okay, WNBPA. So I'm gonna have to look that up as well. All right, so as usual, I just don't know my sports cards super well. Let me go do a quick inventory of what we got here. Then I'll come back and we'll decide what we're gonna open next. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. And as always, I don't know how this keeps happening, but yeah, we got incredibly lucky apparently. Looking at this box right here, everyone out there who knows sports cards was probably like, "Oh my God," freaking out immediately. I was gonna throw this away without even opening it. I'm just kidding. I was gonna rip it today actually, but this box is worth over $1,000. So if you can find one new, like Dave and Adam's card store has some of these available. They're selling them for $1,700, so $1,700. On eBay, there's a couple of boxes available, and they are selling for between 1,000 at the lowest to 1,600 at the highest. So this is quite an expensive product, and worth easily paid for this box and like paid for like four of these, right? So this is quite the deal. So yeah, we did very well today. Um, Everything else, not so much. So nothing else here is worth a whole lot. This hockey tin, as cool as it is really just a maybe like a $20 tin. I was thinking of opening this, the racing cards, the Sports King cards, the Football Chronicles. I know that's probably a goofy choice. And then the Revolution basketball. So those are the ones I was going to crack right now. Yeah, so we'll just get to it. No, we're not going to open all the cards from all these boxes, but we'll open them up and open maybe like one or two packs until, yeah, basically until we get bored. Why don't we start right here? So this is Panini Revolution basketball. This is, I think they call these things hanger packs. The reason is, or hanger boxes, and it's because it's meant to kind of, you're supposed to like fold this out and then kind of hang it. That's what you're supposed to do. And then in here would be a tin. That's kind of neat, I guess, actually. I've never had, I mean, this will be our second tin product today, but I don't think I've seen this format too often. You get like a kind of neat little case when you go out and buy it, though. It's sort of a cool thing. There we go. And yeah, okay. 3 packs in there. Well, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to think about that. That's a neat way to sell the product, though. And then, yeah, you're gonna get these 3 packs. So why don't we open these up? This box wasn't selling for much online, maybe $20. So I'm not expecting like the best cards in it or anything like that. But why don't we take a look and see what we can pull anyway? Right away, we got some kind of crazy. Wow, that's a very crazy parallel with all kinds of snow. Oh, they're all sort of like that. Oh, these are Revolution cards. That's why. Okay, I forgot. Revolution cards kind of always look a little bit flashy, I guess. Still not knowing the set, I'm gonna have to look at almost every single one here to see if they are. I mean, they do look cool. Like as far as cards, basketball cards go. we go. Yeah, so I guess what I thought was kind of a fancy design. This is just the normal design, actually. Here's a Chet, possibly numbered, not numbered. But a nice parallel anyway there. I might sleeve that one just because, I don't know, it's gold. You can't like read the text on these at all because of the blue mirror is not easy to read on here. Let's go like this. They're not bad. I mean, I think they're kind of cool looking cards, but yeah, I guess we didn't get any big numbered hits or anything like that. Still kind of an interesting set there. I guess I'll leave maybe this one out just so we have something on the table to reference what we've been opening today. And then let's grab the next box. And like I said, I can't, that one had 3 packs, so we'll open all of it. But this I probably won't open all the packs. Still can't believe we pulled like a $1,000 box. That's insane. I don't know what to do with that. I kind of don't want to sell it on eBay. I sort of want to take it to... there's a local card shop near us called Burbank Sports Cards, and they'll buy stuff like that. So if I can, I'll probably take it there and see if they want it first. Yeah, actually, let me pause. I'm gonna. I shouldn't do this right now, but I'm gonna go just check and see if they will buy that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and yeah, it does look like Burbank Sports Cards will buy that box. So I'll bring it into them and see what they think first. Because if they'll give me, sometimes they'll give you like extra for store credit. So if they give me like $1,500 in store credit, I would probably, what should I do with that? Should I take that money or should I? This is like a legit question for you watching. If assuming you're still watching, would you take that money and like take the cash? It'd probably only be $1,200 then in cash, or would you like flip that into something else? Because if you kept it as store credit, you'd have more, right? But you'd have to spend it there. But they have everything, so you could flip it into literally anything. So what would you do? Like, would you buy hobby boxes of some very expensive sports set, or maybe some like I could probably get 2 Marvel Chrome boxes for that. Like that's how much that's worth, right? Or you just flip it into Pokemon. Like I could get just the $1,500 worth of Pokemon boxes and just open those. Like there's a lot of interesting choices when you have that much money. So yeah, I'm not sure, but let me know in the comments, like what would you do with that? Assuming, you know, they will pay you and everything, which isn't guaranteed because it really depends on what they are interested in. But the few times that I've brought cards into Burbank Sports Cards, I've actually been really surprised by what they've paid me, to the point where one of them, I almost felt bad for them because like I brought them in a card, in a like a wrestling card, and it was a 1-of-1. 1-of-1s are very difficult to price, of course. But I had done a lot of work on it, and my brother is like a wrestling expert, so he knows everything about wrestling, and he helped me price it too. And our price for that was so much lower than what Burbank gave. Like we were, I think, pricing it at like 100 or 120, and Burbank gave me 160 for it. Right? As soon as he said that, I was just like, yes. Don't think about that. Just give me that amount of money and I'm gonna leave before you realize the mistake you've made. and I flipped that into Pokemon. I used that to buy Pokemon cards, so that's pretty typical for me. I'll walk into your shop and there should be a memorabilia card in here, so I kind of I kind of want to just open these until we find the memorabilia card. That's what we're going to do. These are just cheap racing cards from Canadian NASCAR racing. But of course, we're still, looking for any numbered cards, autographs, anything like that. Anything, that looks especially nice. But I'll be honest, without my brother here, I don't think I can tell you a whole lot about these. He'd be able to tell you everything there is to know about them, but not me. The only thing that Burbank cards won't have they have no Chinese cards, so I can't flip them into like AliExpress unless I take cash. Then again, like if you take cash, you have to take less, right? And then you have to think like if let's say they gave me 1,500 for it and 1,200 in cash, that is probably about the same as I would make on eBay after fees and shipping and everything. So it's not that bad of a cash deal, again, assuming they would actually do it. But can I do better with the 1,200? Can I do $300 better with that outside their shop than I could inside, right? That's the real question. Because if I could flip it into if I'm just going to buy Pokemon anyway, I might as well take the 1,600 and do it that way, right? Junior Johnson. Amazing. We did get one numbered card here. It's numbered to 99. Ryan Blaney. I remember my brother telling me Blaney is not the best, though, so I wasn't too excited about that. Good car. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Something. An auto. Okay. It's a sticker auto, and it's not numbered. But still, autos can be valuable anyway. Let's see. So that is Haley Deegan. Let me go price this auto. I'm guessing it's only a couple dollars, but I'll be right back. Well, I might be wrong. That could be, something like a $20 card, maybe. I guess that's possible. I don't know for sure again, just because that particular card's not for sale, but a lot of the unnumbered autos are in that $20 to $30 range. So I would just guess that it's on the lower end of that. And then about about a $30 card. So should I keep going then? I feel like that's probably the thing. So yeah, I'm gonna store the other 3 packs. Well, I'm so sorry about that. That probably woke everyone in your house up. I just dropped the microphone on the ground. So it was a mic drop moment, but instead of like doing it well, I just kind of threw the whole thing on the ground. So that probably made a lot of noise. I'll see if I can edit that out. I don't think I can though. I think we just have to accept that. Sorry. Let me put the rest of these away while I very embarrassedly apologize again for dropping the mic, like literally dropping the microphone on the ground. Sorry about that. Okay, let's just keep going. Pretend that didn't happen. Here we go. So this is Swatch Inserts Sports Kings. I have never had a Sports Kings product before. That's actually true. They're not saying a whole lot with that, but it is true. Each regular pack contains 6 base cards and 1 mini base card. And then the bonus pack is where we will get the fancy thing. Okay, so why don't we open like a couple of regular packs and a bonus pack then? Let's see what we got. This seems like it's mostly maybe a repack. Take a look here, and so that's going to be the bonus. Ah, yes. Okay, this is yeah. Okay, I understand what this is. I've had these before. They're like not randomized sets, so in here is just going to be like the same number of cards anyone else would get. I think maybe they are randomized. I don't know, but they aren't in the other products I've seen like this. Interesting printing. They're printed like very old style trading cards. You don't see a printing style like this often. Here's the mini one there. And we've got Babe Ruth. So these are basically just like very famous people that they've gone out and gotten the license to use, but it's not part of any. They don't have like an NBA license or something like that. They're just going out and getting licenses from individual people. Let me drink a little bit more coffee here. Nice. And then yeah, let's see what the sort of legend card is. It is, oh wow, it's down to 25. That's pretty low. How's the quality on the card? It's not bad either. And we got some of the silver from a game-worn jersey. Wow, okay, so if that's really, I mean, I'm gonna assume that it is. You have received the front of this jersey worn by David Robinson in a professional. So I often talk actually about the quality of various relics and things and how you can tell the difference. Like when we talked about those relics, we were talking about handwriting and things like that. When you're looking at game worn, actually when you're looking at like swatch relics, pieces of jerseys, things like we have here, right? You have many levels there too, right? You can just get a jersey that has the player's number on it, but that the player never wore or the player never saw. You know, the company just cut up that jersey and put it in the card. That happens all the time, actually, and is sold as relics, right? Those relics are the lowest end. Then you can have relics where the player actually wore the item, and they'll say something like player owned or player worn, something like that, right? But then that doesn't mean they wore it in a game. What happens then is the company, Sports King, goes to that player's house, has them put the jersey on, takes a picture, take it off, put another one on, take it off, and they'll put like 10 jerseys on the player very quickly. So they wore them for like a minute, and then they'll go and make relics, right? That's kind of your second tier of relic. Then your third tier of relic is game worn. So that means that this jersey was worn for at least a little while in some game that they were playing. But again, it could have been the case where, you know, during halftime or something, they put the shirt, that still can count, right? So this is kind of it's good that it's game worn, but it's not good that it doesn't say what game it was worn in, right? Because it just says a professional basketball game. So now this could be also some exhibition game that this company set up for these players to play in these jerseys, and it was never actually shown on TV or anything. That could be what we're looking at here. But either way, anyway, it doesn't matter a whole lot. We're down to 25 on it. Let me price it out just because I don't know this player. So I'll be right back. And I still don't exactly know how much it'll be worth. There aren't any of the 25s for sale, but there's a lot of the 50s for sale. And they're all in kind of the $20 to $40 range. So I would almost guess this card is probably about a $40 to $50 card. Probably, but that's just my guess, really. Okay, one more box we're gonna, tin I guess we're gonna open today. This I thought looked like the coolest thing in there, but actually not even close. Again, these tins cost maybe $20, so they're just not super valuable or anything. Which is sad. I mean, as a as a good Canadian, I of course love my hockey, but we'll see. Okay, so what exactly is this? Is it like a hobby box kind of setup? Got some kind of hit pack there. We got some kind of like regular packs here. Let's see if any look especially fat, and I'll grab those. Link you, you, and so we'll open these up today. And the rest of these we will save for another day. And this will be it for the video. I think we've done really well today. I mean, obviously we very much exceeded our cost, so that's great. But definitely the star of the show is that WNBA box. And so here are our hockey cards. Alex. I'm not going to go ahead and try and pronounce all their names. Even though I am Canadian, that's not something I want to try and do. Here's a Dazzlers. Not serialized, but it looks cool. It's a goalie. Okay. Then we'll get our next regular pack here opened. Kind of a cool picture. And then we got a Young Guns. So this is kind of what counts as like a hit in this set. Again, you have to really, if you really care about hockey and stuff, I'm sure these are all amazing. But for me, it's just, whatever. All right, let's see what the hit pack has in it. So these are going to be, oh yeah, kind of classic cards here. And so that is a glossy rookie. And another glossy rookie. Kind of sort of a parallel here, I guess. But again, I just don't know exactly what the value of these are. But there we go. Okay, so what a interesting day. I mean, we've done, I think, extremely well. But really, it all kind of comes down to this guy here being just worth a lot of money. But otherwise, yeah, what an enjoyable opening. I hope you saw something you liked. And again, let me know kind of what you would do with that money if you had it, because I'm sort of curious what I should do. I don't know exactly. But for now, I'll go ahead and end the video there, and hopefully you enjoyed Cards and Coffee this morning. And yeah, have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye, everybody.